All right, good afternoon, friends of ONU football. As always, we appreciate you tuning in to find out kind of the latest with the program and things that are going on this week. I want to start off by expressing our thoughts and just some condolences to the family of Stretch Roberson. Arden Stretch Roberson graduated at ONU in 1949. He was from Ada, graduated Ada High School in 1943. When he graduated from ONU after being a quarterback here and being a very successful basketball player, he got into coaching, starting off at Huron High School, then Mentor High School, and then Massillon, Washington High School before getting into college coaching at Baldwin-Wallace. And then he came here to Ohio Northern as the head football coach in 1960. He was here as the head football coach for 10 years, stepped down in 1970 when his wife was very ill, continued to serve the department in a number of roles before retiring in the late 1980s. And after retiring, he stayed here in Ada, his home, and was very visible on the university with the program. And in the time we've been here, he frequently would just come to practice, ride a golf cart to practice, and just was around. He'd stop in the office every now and then. We'd go to lunch. You know, Bullwinkle's over in Dola. That was our favorite lunch spot. A couple times a year, and sometimes more frequent than others due to his health and everything. But what a great guy, and just so many stories he shared with us, and so many lessons we learned from him. Primarily developing relationships. Stretch knew how to develop relationships on campus, knew how to develop them, in the community, and also with his former players and his players while he was coaching them. So we learned so many great lessons from him, and he made a big impact here. Not just while he was coaching, but even when his coaching time was over, and just the impact he had on our staff. We love him. We're gonna miss him, and he's what being a Polar Bear is all about. So, just wanted to start off saying a few things about Stretch, and kind of moving on to John Carroll review of last week. Huge win for our team, and we're always careful to use the words huge. But it was. It's a nationally ranked team that was number 11 in the country. They hadn't lost a homecoming game in 10 years. They hadn't lost a regular season game at home for a couple years. A program with a lot of momentum that it's generated in the last 2 years. So it was a significant opportunity for us, and just so proud of our players taking advantage of the opportunity. Going into homecoming, bad weather, slow start in the game, some tough things happened early, but our guys just kept fighting. They kept believing. Getting down by 17 early, and then early in the third quarter after a pick six, we get down by 17 again, and I'm telling you, most teams would have packed it in. But these guys kept fighting, and you should be proud of them. We are very proud of them as a coaching staff, and proud of the coaches too for keeping their poise and composure. So hopefully something we can just continue to build on going forward. To get that kind of a significant win does get us national recognition a little bit as well, and just something we want to keep building on. We always talk about using the success as a springboard, not as a pedestal, and I'm proud of the way we practiced and the way we handled that success this week. So those are a few things I think, what we talked about during the game was at halftime being, we cut it to 10, and we just talked about, this team's not going to give it to you. You're going to have to take it. And you can't flinch, you can't blink. When something happens, you got to respond. And I think the guys bought into that, and the guys demonstrated a great resolve. So we're just so proud of them. Moving forward in Mount Union, we're just excited. And I think that's, the best way I would describe where we are right now. We know it's a great challenge. But this group of players, they don't back down from anybody. They don't back down from anybody, any challenge, anything, any situation. And I think that's the mentality you need to be successful in games like this. And proud of them, the way they've prepared, the way they've practiced. Hopefully we'll see a good contingency of Black and Orange and Alliance, on Saturday. And, just really proud of the way these guys have responded to every challenge so far this year. And very excited to see how we can respond to the challenges that we have this Saturday. So go Bears.